let's take Stephen Hawking's definitions. Let's take the cosmological one. I don't buy the cosmological one wholesale because let's say the universe stopped expanding and started contracting. Does that mean time runs backwards? I doubt it. It just doesn't feel right to me. So the universe stopped expanding, started contracting because let's say there's more dark matter than dark energy. We don't think that's the case. But let's say we used to think that was the case in the 1990s, that one day universe would stop expanding, start contracting. I don't think that means time would run backwards. I think time would still keep going forwards and the universe would just contract. You know what I mean? So, and thermodynamic arrow of time also doesn't work as a robust definition of time because entropy can be reversed locally. It happens all the time. You don't see time going backwards magically. So I'll give you a great example. Let's say I freeze water. That water's entropy has gone down, not up, right? Because ice is more well ordered than liquid water.
Correct. Did
that water magically go back to time? Of course not. But, and it's canceled out, of course, by an entropy increase around. But there are plenty of examples like this. So I don't know who's credited with saying this. I might have been John von Neumann who said, life is an anti-entropic device. But when I first heard that, I'm like, that person must not have had kids. Because I'll tell you that kids definitely increase entropy. And the psychological arrow, that's not physics, right? That's arbitrary. So psychological arrow of time is that's biology. So no offense, but that's not physics. That's like, it's just, it's not hard. It's not a hard scientific concept. So it exists. Don't get me wrong. Everybody, we feel time passing differently when we have fun, when we're suffering, all well documented scientifically by psychologists, psychiatrists, neurologists, neurobiologists, but that has nothing to do with time itself. But what's so crazy is that we can't define time, and yet we know how to manipulate it or measure it. So a great example of that is the fact that we have to compensate for relativity. You win it with our GPS satellites, right? We've got to compensate for the fact satellites farther from the center of the Earth than we are going 17,000 miles an hour. So we actually know that time without even knowing what the hell time is. We can write down math equations, say, oh, time gets distorted, time is contracted or lengthened. We can say that and write down math without actually knowing what time is. Time is one of those things. It's kind of like there was a Supreme Court justice who once said, I can't write down a definition for the difference between art and porn. But if you show me anything, I know the difference immediately. Yeah, it's the same thing with time. We all know intuitively what time is, even though none of us can sit down and write down a definition that every human being can agree on.